than 100 American Red Cross volunteers are gathering right now at Tom Brown Park, ready to deploy more than 10,000 snacks to pre-positioned shelter sites that could potentially be in Idalia's path. I spoke this morning with Sharon Council Caraway about their effort. Sharon, thank you so much for joining us this afternoon. You guys have volunteers who are scheduled right now in Tallahassee who will be making their way to other areas in the Big Bend. Tell us a little bit about the volunteers here, what they're doing now, and where they'll be going.
So we have what's called a National Incident Command Team that came in yesterday. Volunteers started arriving Sunday, and we've probably got about 200 volunteers here. They will continue to arrive. Some are being deployed out immediately, going to our outlying counties, taking supplies. Our main focus today is getting supplies and people to the shelters that we will be supporting. And so that includes, we will have shelters here in Leon County. Leon County runs their own shelters, but we help support them. But there's Jefferson, Madison, Taylor, Columbia, Lafayette, Suwannee. Those are all of our counties that will be opening shelters.
How long does it take for you guys to ramp up, and what services will you be providing in those shelters to people who may be evacuating?
So for the evacuation shelters, they're very different than the post-storm shelters, and that's really important for people to understand that if they are evacuating to an evacuation shelter, they need to take their own supplies. They need to take their own bedding, pillow, whatever they want, because those will not have cots and pillows, et cetera, in them. They need to take enough food and water to sustain them for 72 hours. Now, we will have water and snacks in all of the evacuation shelters, but not hot meals and not food. That comes after the storm.
All right, and recovery efforts are definitely going to be important in the wake of whatever happens with Idalia, now a hurricane. Can you tell us what people can do to avoid having to reach out to you? We appreciate your services, but ideally, you don't want to have to land yourself in that situation. How can we avoid your number one call?
So by watching the news, staying informed, and making sure that they're abiding by whatever our local government says. If they say to evacuate, then you need to evacuate. We saw in Michael, many people didn't heed that because people around Marianne and whatnot, they've never had to evacuate before, so they didn't. And we were really fortunate that there weren't more fatalities with that. And so we really encourage people to stay informed, listen, and be prepared now. Get prepared now. If you haven't already bought your supplies, you need to get with it.
All right. Is there anything else that you think is important for people to know that I may not have thought to ask?
We always need more volunteers, and we welcome folks to come get trained. If you're interested in volunteering, please just go to redcross.org, follow the links to volunteer, and we can get you busy really quick. And also, we operate by the donated dollar, so we encourage people to support the relief efforts that are going right now into helping our communities.